It's time now for our third match here on MWE Satin. Yeah, involving these two ladies, one of them coming down to the ring. Another veteran MWE diva who hails from the golden streets of Beverly Hills, California. I'm talking about the one and only Betty Temple. Yep, she is the gold starlet of MWE. And she'll be going up against a MWE diva who also made her return and vows revenge against the one MWE diva that has cost her to exit out of MWE and rethink her strategy of sorts. I'm talking about the anti-diva Makoto Ishikawa. But as Taz would say, let the pigeons loose. Or should I say golden pigeons. Yep, Betty Temple is ready for one-on-one action. And so is this woman. Like I said before, Makoto Ishikawa has been at war with Megan the Dragon Butterfly Starch from the very get-go in MWE. But ever since her loss to Megan in the last woman standing match, she has swore revenge on the Dragon Butterfly. Only time will tell when these two will face each other again. But until then, Makoto Ishikawa is too focused on what's in front of her right now, Betty Temple. Yeah, she has a new look, new entrance, and new theme, which is dark and dreary. But it has a little rock and roll flavor to it. Yeah, will Betty Temple be able to survive the wrath that is Makoto Ishikawa? And rumors right now are speculating that Makoto Ishikawa is thinking about joining Roxy's dungeon. And when I had asked her about those rumors, Makoto just looked at me like I'm crazy and just walked away. Seems like she won't give us an answer on whether or not she will join Roxy's dungeon. The only person with that answer is Makoto Ishikawa herself. Let's all prepare ourselves for this match. Anyway, Makoto Ishikawa starting things off with an elbow tie up and a forearm to the face of Betty. Yeah, Betty Temple, getting a blunt of those offensive moves, was able to counter, put in those kicks, put in another kick, trying to go for a drop kick, but Makoto counters. Like I said, my commentary is not all that great, but at least I, Mutatron, is trying to give you the best car wrestling there is today. At least it's better than Japan car wrestling, which is owned by Wrestling Jesus. Yeah, I'm trying my very best to ignore this guy, but I just can't. I mean, this Joker, Wrestling Jesus. Man, let me say something to you right now, dude. While I'm calling this match, which is getting very good, by the way. Betty Temple, putting in a nice little arm drag. Man, Wrestling Jesus, man, your car fed is, like I said, is a joke. And that dude in the pink dress, that's not me. That's some Joker trying to be me. But anyways, at least my car league is better than that of Japan Car. Or should I say New Japan Car Wrestling is better than Japan Car Wrestling, which is owned by WCCWE Double D. And by the way, wait a second, going for the cover here. 1, 2, only got 2. Betty Temple is this close to getting the win off of Makoto. Like I said, New Japan Car Wrestling, NJCW, is owned by WCCWEED. Yeah, the link's gonna be on the description mode, so check out his page. Man, some of his car wrestling is better than that of Japan Car. I mean, there's nothing Japanese about JCW. Nothing but a bunch of jokers and and a commentator who tries to act all Japanese, but nothing more but a dork. But anyway, Makoto Ishikawa, who is Japanese, going for a springboard moonsault on Makoto Ishikawa with perfection. Yeah, Makoto Ishikawa, even if she heard of Japan Claw, she would never step foot in that place because if Jerry Lawler saw Japan Claw, he'll say it's like ECW. It's a load of crap. But I know dang well, in my greatest opinion, ECW ain't crap. But Japan Claw, it's a load of crock. I know I'm trying my very best to diss J-Claw, but in the end... Anyway, Dragon Suplex Pin by Makoto Ishikawa, but Betty Temple is able to get the shoulders up. Now I'm giving some thought about not doing commentary anymore because my commentary is not what it used to be. Trying to focus on this match and trying to diss Japan Claw is not what I usually do. But just remember, MWE is the place to be for all-out car wrestling action, not Japan Claw, because there's nothing Japanese about it. Well, NJCW, now they have some Japan Claw wrestling with actual original Japanese wrestlers on there. Like I said, go to that page, check it out, you won't be disappointed. Anyway, Makoto Ishikawa about to set her up for the Osaka Moonsault. The Osaka Moonsault on Betty Temple, and now the referee's gonna count it 1, 2, and only got 2. And now Makoto's arguing with the referee, saying that should have been a 3. And now going back on the attack on Betty, trying to rake the eyes of the Gold Starlet. Oh man, Betty Temple counters. And now she's going back after Makoto, working on the arm of the Anti-Diva. Drop kick to the back of the head. Betty Temple putting in a lot of work here in this match. And Makoto's in big trouble trying to put in a chop, but instead gets hit with that hip toss. Makoto Ishikawa trying to fight back, trying to go for a spinning wheel kick, but missed. Betty Temple putting in those offensive moves. Oh man, got blocked. Deadly face crusher, greatly executed, and now picks up Makoto. Ooh, setting her up for the end credits. The end credits on Makoto Ishikawa, and the referee's counted 1, 2, and only got 2. Looks like this story continues. Looks like it's going to take more than the end credits to take out Makoto Ishikawa. And Betty Temple's a little bit frustrated that Makoto has survived the end credits. Anyway, Makoto Ishikawa putting the barrage of offensive moves, but gets countered with that dragon leg sweep by Betty Temple. Picks up Makoto. Another face crusher by Betty Temple, who goes for the cover again. Referee counting it 1, 2, again 2. Makoto Ishikawa is not going to stay down for nobody, not even Betty Temple. Irish whip. Spinning wheel kick by Makoto Ishikawa, forearms to the back. And now she's about to go for what appears to be a single leg crab, working on the leg of Betty Temple. Man, Makoto Ishikawa with a spinning wheel kick off of Betty Temple. And going for a modified leg drop on Betty Temple. Daring her to get back up. Makoto Ishikawa going for a little Irish whip, but gets reversed by Betty. Reversal by Makoto Ishikawa. Another reversal by Betty. Both of these women putting on a great effort. We're putting on a clinic here. Nice little clothesline by Betty Temple, who goes up on top. About to go for a crossbody. Crossbody on Makoto Ishikawa. Showing off a little sexiness. And now she's working on the arm of Makoto. Stretching that arm out a bit. Hurting it. Letting the crowd know that this is going to be over. Putting in those offensive moves. Orange grapple. Another face crusher by Betty Temple. This just might do it. Will we get a win here? 2. Only got 2. Makoto refuses to stay down. Clothesline by Makoto Ishikawa. Leg drop by Makoto. And now going for a tiger suplex pin. Referee counting it 1. Only got 1 because Betty was able to get the shoulders up. Arm wrench grapple. And now putting in those stomps. And now going for an Irish whip. Oh man, trying to go for an Irish whip. Trying to go for some sort of a grapple, but now dragging her onto those ropes. I know Wrestling Jesus is watching this, thinking this is nothing, the MWE divas are fat, blah blah blah. Man, I don't see no women's division in J-Car. But that dude in the pink dress doesn't count. And like I said, that dude is not me. Just some joker in a pink dress trying to portray me. But if I was wrestling, I wouldn't wear anything as crappy as that. Nice little arm wrench grapple or arm drag. Springboard moonsault by Makoto Ishikawa. Anyway, Betty trying her best to fight back in this match, but Makoto Ishikawa with that kick to the abdomen, little arm wrench grapple, and a little Hurricane Rana. Signaling for the end, ladies and gentlemen. Putting in those stomps to Betty Temple. And now she goes up on top. Trying to go for an elbow drop, but missed. Betty Temple going back on the offensive. Putting in those elbows and those chops across the chest. And a front drop kick to the face. Again missed the spinning wheel kick, but didn't miss the second time as Makoto Ishikawa goes up on top. And now going for a modified leg drop. And now she's ready to end this once and for all. Makoto Ishikawa setting up Betty Temple with her deadliest patented finisher, Oblivion. Oblivion by Makoto Ishikawa, and the referees count it 1, 2, and that will do it, folks. Betty Temple put up a great effort, but in the frickin' end, the anti-diva Makoto Ishikawa gets the win over Betty Temple. Like I said, at least our women's division's better than that of J-Car. Yeah, that's right. Makoto Ishikawa savoring every moment of this win, because no telling when she'll get her revenge on Megan the Dragon Butterfly Stark, who is our current MWE Extreme Women's Champion. And ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back with more action here on MWE Satin. Please don't go anywhere.